Good afternoon, participants. And today, the day 4 afternoon session is about stress management. Our today's speaker is Ms. Sasirekha Vengatesh. She is in CA practice for past 30 years. She has a passion for sharing knowledge. She has handled strategy and business-oriented modules for TCS as a part of ELPP, entry-level training program. She is speaker at the Hindu Business Line Forum and TEDx speaker. She has addressed thousands of youth in several education institutions and corporates. She is a trained faculty of several programs and an international trainer. Conducts corporate workshop on leadership and excellence for CEO and senior management. Youth empowerment workshop for teens and college students. She enjoys interacting and empowering the youth. Also conducts the Art of Living parenting workshop. She conducts Kannagi, a free awareness workshop for the girl children to empower them and educate them on protection, safety, and abuse. She is presently International Trustee of the Art of Living Foundation, Sri Lanka. She is a member of FICCI, Ladies Organization, and is part of Community for Service initiatives. And I would like to hand over the session to Sasirekha Vengatesh. And Madam, it's over to you.
Thank you, Dr. Prakash.
Thank you, Madam.
Good afternoon, everybody. I hope you had good lunch. And not a good time to have a session, but anyways, are you all there? You can maybe click raise your hand or put something in chat so I know you are there. Okay, thanks Martini for the reply. Thanks for the show of hands. Thanks Aranya. Okay, so this is about, stress management. Now there is nobody in this planet who has not experienced stress, right? So stress is here to stay. And there's a lovely quotation which describes stress so well. It is too much to do in too little time and lack of energy. This is what stress is all about. You agree with me? We always have too many things to do and there is so little time. So the pressure is always there. Now, if you even ask a first standard kid, they are under stress. Nobody is spared about stress. But the wise person will learn to manage stress before stress manages us. Because if you don't manage stress, don't worry, stress will start managing you. And when stress starts managing us, what we get? We get a combo pack. So what is the combo pack that you get? You get maybe a combination of diabetes, hypertension, or a combination of diabetes, skin allergies, acidity. It doesn't come alone. And if you see most of these NCDs, as they call it, non-communicable diseases, all these are non-communicable diseases, like your cardiovascular problems, your heart blocks, your acidity problem, your diabetes. India is the diabetes capital of the world. And most of these diseases are cancers. Today cancer is rampant. All these diseases are non-communicable diseases. And what is the cause for these diseases? 95% is psychosomatic. You can go into any website and it will tell you. It is psychosomatic. So what is the cause for you to get these non-communicable diseases? Because once you get NCDs, then it is with you till death does you apart. It will become like your breath. As your breath is, so the non-communicable disease stays with us. And we don't understand how important it is for us to handle our stress levels. Because if you don't handle stress levels, if you don't manage your stress, then you will end up with this non-communicable disease. And that is what is happening all over the world, especially now than ever before with this pandemic. Anxiety levels are very high. People are having palpitations, there is so much of uncertainty, and so much reason, for stress to just ingrain into our cells, and very easily they can rule your life. So that is why it is very, very important. In fact, I wouldn't even tell it is important. I would tell it is very critical that we face this issue head on and we understand, that non-communicable diseases is going to increase. If you see the statistics for non-communicable diseases, that is also very, very scary. In fact, with regard to girls, you have this, I see a lot of women here, so PCOS, PCOD syndrome is psychosomatic. You will not believe 14, 15-year girls are getting this. And what is the reason? Lifestyle modification. Stress levels are increasing, so people's lifestyles are changing. And because of lifestyle change, you end up with PCOS. Imagine 13-year-old girls, 14-year-old girls getting PCOS. And it has a lot of health complications. Juvenile diabetes is on the high. Why? Lifestyle. Why lifestyle? Because somewhere they don't know to manage and harmonize our own self. The solution is not outside. You know, all of you are well educated people. You know everything, but it is that we put last priority on ourselves. We somewhere prioritize the work we have to do. We prioritize the things we have to do for the outside world, for our engagements, and somewhere we miss taking that quality time for ourselves. Because when you start taking quality time for yourselves, that is the only way you can manage stress, and that is the way you can face these non-communicable diseases head on. Okay, today everybody is with corona, but I tell you, non-communicable diseases is a huge threat for humanity. And you have to do preventive health care. That is what is more important. And stress is invariably connected with all this. That is why I have to talk to you about non-communicable diseases. For you to understand, unless you manage your mind, you cannot manage stress. You just can't manage stress per se. Okay, come, let me manage stress. Because your stress is connected to the mind, stress is connected to your emotions. So, unless you have a way to manage the mind, unless you have a way to manage the emotions, then handling stress is very, is far away. So, in this workshop now, my timings are say 2 to 3:30. So how I would like you to walk you with this program is, I would like to have you to give you some experiential reality about stress management. So before that, we will do a root cause analysis on what is stress and how it is caused within you. Let's not worry about too many things, because this root cause analysis is very simple. You can just remember what impacts stress and how it impacts us. And then we'll go to the solutions, and I'll give you an experiential, say, last 20-25 minutes, some process which if you practice, then you can share with me. And the last 15 minutes, we can have a Q&A. So anything you want to talk or you want to ask on that, then we can have an interactive session. Is this good to go? Yes? Can I see something in the chat box? Is this good to go? Yeah. So I hope you understand the importance, like we have to manage stress before stress manages us. I will share with you a PPT. Just give me a sec. Okay. Can you see my slide? Yeah.
Yes, madam, it's open.
Yeah. Thank you. Okay. So I would like to stress on the importance of the value we give to stress and understand its perspective thereof. So this is workplace stress country-wise. This is before Corona. So you can imagine now how it is. United States, 80% of workplace is stressed out. UK is 58%. Australia 39, Canada 58, Germany 60, Japan 56, France 49, India 46. But now I'm sure it's raised like mad. This is this is what stress is doing at the workplace country wise. And I did a small analysis on male versus female. So if you see, females are more stressed than males, and it differs age wise. So I guess you people should be in maybe 20 to 54, and you can see how it keeps increasing, 35 to 44 and 45 to 54. Stress levels keep increasing. And for women, it is more pronounced than men. This is one research which says by 2030, the cost to global economy of all mental health problems will be $16 trillion. I'm sure this has doubled with the impact of Corona. Just imagine by 2030, health problem global economy is $16 trillion. At present, 275 million people around the world are suffering from anxiety disorders, apprehension, motor tension, and autonomic overactivity, which is 4% of the population. And now, this itself is quite scary. So you can imagine now what the condition is. And this is a quote I would like you to ponder upon. Half the health we spend in creating wealth, and after we earn the wealth, we spend half the wealth to get back the lost health. This is not an intelligent way to make money. This is the stress factor. We keep spending our health to earn wealth. And after you earn all the wealth, then what you're doing? You're with a combo pack. And then you start spending your wealth to try to get back your lost health. So this is not an intelligent way of making money, and this will not make us happy. So what is the use of money when it is not making us happy? Worryingly, the WHO study suggests that within 5 years, depression will become the second leading cause of global disability burden, with women affected twice as much as men. So why this is relevant in our stress management? It is very obvious, because if you don't manage stress, then it will only lead you to depression. Okay, and this is what is looming at the face of the world today than ever before. A report also showed that work-related stress, depression, and anxiety account for 37% of work-related ill health. And can you imagine, we lose 45% of days. You lose it because of stress. So nobody measures the value that stress has in terms of man days lost or productivity in a year. But this report says literally 45% of the day's work is lost if you have some form of work related stress, depression, or anxiety. And today, most of us have it. Okay, now when just a little introduction to stress, on the physical level, these are the symptoms. So you can tick box what all you're feeling to know if you have physical stress, because I thought it will help you to, ponder within yourself whether how the symptoms are, whether they are low or they are medium or they are very high level. So are you having headaches? Are you having difficulty in sleeping? Do you get tired? Are you getting pain, especially in the back region or neck region? Are you overeating, stress eating, or you are not eating at all? Both is a problem, mind you. If you don't eat properly or if you tend to overeat, both are problems. Are stress indicators. If you have skin problems, they are a definite indication of stress. Drugs, alcohol misuse, lack of energy, upset stomach, less interest in sex, or less interest in anything that you used to enjoy. These are indicators. So just take a minute and reflect. Is it 1, 2 getting ticked, or 3, 4, 5, 6? Then accordingly, that is the level of your physical stress. Then we move on. Emotional stress is very, very important. People say today everybody is asking, what is your emotional quotient? Do you have emotional stability? It simply means you are on top of your feelings, or your feelings are on top of you. This is what you really need to know. How are your anxiety levels? Depression. How is your anger? Do you get angry a lot? Less? Controllable? Uncontrollable? Are you unhappy? Are you sulking? You're not in a good mood always. You have a lot, irritability. Do you get irritated very fast? Do you have this feeling, oh, nothing is in my control? Today, to some extent, it is. But are those feelings dominating? Mood swings. How are your mood swings? Do you get frustrated? So just reflect for a moment. How do you feel? No, emotion is always related to how you feel. So how do you feel? The maybe 3-4 hours you are awake, and how many minutes do these occupy? Or is this dominating in your life? Or it is very minimal, or it is half. You can make a note of how it is, and then you can decide, okay, my emotional stress is very, very less. Or you can say, oh, my emotional stress is a little bit, I have to attend to it. Or my emotional stress is out of order, I really desperately need to do something about it. So you can judge for yourself what is the level of your emotional stress. Then there is the mental stress. When there is a lot of mental stress, what are the indicators of mental stress? Forgetfulness, you keep forgetting things often, you start worrying, you're not able to make clear-cut decisions at all. Then there's a lot of negative thinking. Anything people say, you have this negative thought. Oh, no, 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 that won't work. This won't work. Lack of focus. You want to do something, but you're unable to focus on it. Okay, then the other one is boredom. You have this feeling, oh my God, it is so boring. It is so boring. You have this feeling. So all these contribute to your mental stress. So just check box all this. What is anything dominating? Just think of what happened last week. And in all the happenings of the last week, did any of these dominate? And if they have dominated, then you can assess what is your level of mental stress, whether it is low, medium, high. You can gauge it accordingly. So these are the main indicators. These are physical indicators of stress, emotional indicators of stress, and mental indicators of stress. There is occupational stress also. This can also happen. So if you have lot of work overload, work is never getting over, long hours of work, and interpersonal relationship in your workplace, there's lot of tension between the people whom you are interacting with, and poor concentration, you're not at all able to hold the concentration, or there is no job satisfaction. Just for namesake you go for job and come back, there is no fulfillment in a job. Then all this can go to occupational stress. Then you also have social stress. This is very, very important factor, especially with senior citizens. They have lot of social stress because nuclear families, children are away, isolation. So, this is, they say, and today with more health, more vaccinations, better medicines, everybody is living longer. And everybody is living longer, and they are lonely, family, they are not together. Then this could be a huge factor in terms of, in the coming years, social stress could be huge. So you don't have good relations within the family, there's a lot of friction, tension. You feel very isolated. There are a lot of family issues, loneliness. So all these contribute to social stress. So like I said, it is too much to do, too little time, no energy. But if you just see this one sentence, you can decode stress. There's always too much to do. But tell me, can we ever reduce our work? No, we cannot reduce our work at all. Work only keeps getting more every day. Then you see too little time. Okay, there's so much to do, time is not enough. But just think and see, there are only 24 hours in a day. So how can you make more time? Only 24 hours. So what to do? Work also we can't reduce. Time also you can't reduce. Time also you can't increase. So what is the only factor which you can do something about? Energy, because these three things contribute to energy. Too much to do, work, too little time, and energy. So in these three factors which control stress, time you can't increase, work you can't reduce. So the only factor that we can do something about is energy. Okay. So only if you attend to energy levels and find ways to enhance your energy levels, then that is the best way to handle stress. This is root cause analysis. Okay. So if you want to work smart and not to work hard on managing your stress, then work smart. Work on increasing your energy levels, because that is the way you can manage your stress. Now, this is a Harvard Business Review article. You can go to Google, you can find it. This was done way back in October 2007. So it was done by Tony Schwartz and Catherine McCarthy. So what they say, manage your energy, not your time, because time is just 24 hours. What is the result? If you manage energy, what you can do in 1 hour, maybe you can do within 20-25 minutes, and you get more time. So with energy management, you can make more time. Your work may not reduce, but you can definitely work effectively. And that is the only way to move forward. And the Art of Living program is accredited by Harvard, and a lot of our programs are happening there. So how to enhance our energy levels? So this is what I want to share with you about. This may seem very simple, friends, but it is invaluable, and you have no idea. Even if you neglect one, it can have a huge impact on your energy levels. Okay. So the first thing is food, right? Food, sleep, breath, and state of mind. Food, all of us know. You go to Google, you get so many food pyramids. They tell you what to do, how to do. So can anyone put in the, I think we will interact a bit, can put in the chat box about food. How can food impact your energy levels? Can you all put in the chat box? What kind of food will give you good energy? What kind of food will not give you energy? Can we see in the chat box? Yes. Okay, vegetarian food gives energy, natural food, fresh juice, fruits. Yes. Fruits, very good. Coffee. Coffee, has caffeine. It will spike energy, but after that, it will pull your energy down that you need to take one more coffee. So that is the secret of coffee addiction. It seems to increase your energy when you drink it, but later on it is not good because caffeine is not an energy giver. It's an energy spurter. Okay, tea also with nicotine. The moment you take it, you feel fresh. Then after that, it doesn't help much. Okay, proper diet. Fish, yeah, all protein, carbohydrates, amino acids. Very nice. Everything is there. But what I would like to add to this is eat food which is easily digestible. Very, very important. Now you can go to Google and see which food takes long time to digest, which food takes short time to digest, and accordingly you can do that. Because see, suppose you eat a very heavy meal, which takes about 8 hours to digest. Say, suppose my lunch is very heavy, it takes 8 hours to digest. Before that, I'm eating dinner in the night, and that is also medium heavy. Now, what happens is afternoon food itself is not digested, and then you have the night food. So, lot of the afternoon food is little undigested, and it sticks to your cells or different parts of the body. Now, in Ayurveda, they call it ama. Ama is the undigested food particles residue that remains in your stomach. So this ama is the place where bacteria go and sit. Like how in a stagnant water mosquitoes come, it is only in this undigested food particles that bacteria will come and sit. And this is the root cause for all infections. Okay, so as far as food is concerned, you can, all of you have mentioned all that which gives good energy. So along with that, make sure you eat easily digestible food so that you don't deposit or have a residual of undigested food, which can cause a lot of infections. This is the root cause for infections. Okay, so this is what you need to keep in mind. And the second one is sleep. Okay, what is the ideal time to sleep? Can you put in the chat box? What is the ideal time? How many hours we need to sleep? Or 8 hours? How many hours are you sleeping? At least 6 hours, 8 hours. Okay, 7 to 8 hours. Are you all getting 7 to 8 hours? Okay, 9 hours. Very good. Okay, so they say sleep is very important. Like you said, 7 to 8 hours of sleep is must every day. If you are getting less sleep, please get enough sleep. If you are sleeping more than 7, 8 hours, like 10 hours, 12 hours every day, that is also not good. Because optimum is 7 to 8 hours of sleep. Now, why is sleep so critical? Because when, see, you would have seen babies when they are small, no, small kids, they all sleep a lot. Yes or no? They sleep so much. Newborn babies keep on sleeping. Even little older children, all of them sleep in the afternoon. And it's very important that children sleep well. You know why? Because growth happens when the child sleeps only. Because when complete rest happens, dynamism happens in the cellular levels. So that is why we also have to sleep well, 7 to 8 hours of sleep. I'm sure you would have heard of this software entrepreneur who used to eat food prescribed by his dietitian, who used to run regular marathons. He never missed a Mumbai marathon. And yet, he died of a cardiac arrest at the age of 34, 35. Now, everybody was shocked because he's eating the right food, he's exercising very well. Then, what is the problem? The problem was his sleep. He used to sleep only 4 to 5 hours every day. So, when you're sleep deprived and there is not rest in the body, that can also cause a lot of health issues. So, make sure that you sleep 7 to 8 hours every day. That much you have to give rest to your body so that it can bounce back and get to normal the next day. So, we saw food, we saw sleep, and the third one was, breath and state of mind. I'll take, so breath, why breath is so important? Breath is a big secret, and if we explore that secret, we have access to so much of energy. Okay, why again? I'll ask you a few questions. How many kgs of food you eat every day? And how many liters of liquid you have every day? Put that in the chat box. How much food you eat and how many liters of water or any liquids, all your coffee, tea, water, everything put together. How much is it average in a day? No idea, never measured. It's okay, Mr. Ahmed. You can put approx. 2 liter. 4 is what? Kgs? Kgs of food and liters of water. Okay, I can see 5 liters. Kgs of food, how many kgs we take? Yes, can I see some more answers? 750 grams only, that's very less. Water, 4 liters. Food, can I have, okay, approximately 1 kg. And then, any other answers? Okay, my next question is, how many liters of air you breathe in every day? எவ்வளோ மூச்சு எடுக்கிறோம்? In one day, how much of air you are breathing in? I must see at least 7 to 8 answers for how many liters of air we are breathing. Okay, I see 8,000, 9,000 liters. 6, never cared. That is the truth. Dr. Meeta Bhatia has, no, we never really cared. We don't really care about how much, air we are taking in. But the truth is, again, you can check in Google, we take in approximately 11,000 liters of air every day. So literally, that is the biggest source of energy, in terms of the intake. So what are we doing about it? Does it really matter that we should put some attention into your breath? That is what I would like to, share with you. So just imagine 11,000 liters of air we are breathing every day. And is it quality air? You have to ask yourself. Because, if I were to keep a running race between you and a small 10-year-old, and I tell you, come on, let's both of you run 200 meters. After you run the 200 meters, what happens? How will we be? How will your breath be? You will be panting for breath, right? We'll be breathless. And then if you see the kid will tell, come on, let's race back. Correct? So the kid is not, we are breathless because we breathe less. Are you getting this? Are you getting what I'm saying? Yes? And we don't even understand it, We are breathless because we breathe less. And this is research. The kid uses 80 to 90% of the lung capacity. And we use 35 to 40% of our lung capacity. That is why we are breathless. So isn't this serious? Imagine, and you know how big our lungs are? If I take the lungs and spread it in a football ground, it will cover the entire football ground. That much of square, surface our lungs have. And it is all neatly packed into this body of ours. So just imagine, that is why it is able to breathe in 11,000 liters of air every day. And I tell you, this is the prime mode of energy for us. And if we are just using 35 to 40% of our lung capacity, then you can judge for yourself what is the quality of your breath, what is the quality of your energy levels. Okay. And with that, I would like to share the screen with you to take you on. Okay. So you can see my screen. Yes, no, can somebody unmute and answer? I'm not very familiar with Google Meet. Yes, you can see the screen?
Yes, yes, madam.
Yeah, thanks. Okay. So I will start talking about breath because it has an impact on the smiles. They say a baby smiles 400 times a day, an adolescent 17 to 18 times a day, an adult hardly. And I would like to, recollect one workplace example of yours to help you to relate to this. If imagine, I'm sure all of you had this experience. You're coming to work and somebody asks you, hey, what happened today? You're so happy, you're so enthusiastic. What happened? What happened? Yes or no? We have had this experience? Yes? All of us have had this experience. Somebody comes to us and say, hey, what happened to you? How happy you are. Now, in contrast, if there is a small kid in your house and the kid is little dull for just 5 minutes, what do? We go and shake the kid. Hey, what happened to you? Why are you so dull? Why are you so dull? Are you getting this? The sad truth of our lives? We are normally not happy, not enthusiastic. Abnormally, we are happy, and somebody comes and asks us, hey, what happened to you? Why are you so happy today? Why? Whereas for a baby or a child, the child is normally happy. So if the child is not happy even for a bit, it is abnormal. We go and ask. So friends, just reflect for a moment. What are we heading towards? A life as a child for us was normally happy, and now it is normally not happy. So where have we lost the 400 smiles? Stress. The only reason is stress. It's because of the onslaught of stress that 400 smiles started reducing. And now we need a reason to smile. Whereas a kid doesn't need a reason to smile. The kid is smiling always. Today we need a reason. That is how stress has hardened our muscles. Okay? So just think about it. Do we have this me time to handle stress? It's something you have to really ask yourself, because this me time is so important for us to manage the menace of stress. Okay? So the science of breath is what I want to really, share with you about, because what I am talking to you is very scientific. 11,000 liters of air we breathe in is researched science. We are only using 35 to 40% of our lung capacity is again researched science. Okay. And the next science is 90% of the toxins created by stress in our body is released through every breath out. Imagine you can take in all the stress and you can breathe it out also well. But if you are using only 40% of your lung capacity, then even without your knowledge, you are not releasing all the stress out. And it gets stopped into your system and you become a godown. You literally become a warehouse where unreleased stress gets into your cells in the body. And this is the preface with which I want to take breath further on. So this I already shared with you. Now this is something which all of you have experienced, but I don't know if you are aware and if you really attended to this aspect of your life. State of mind and the rhythm of your breath are very, very closely connected. Just imagine you're very, very happy and you'll be singing, humming, and you'll be saying like, wow, yay. All these sounds when you tell, incoming breath is long. So when you're happy, what is the rhythm of the breath? Long breath. Very relaxed, long breath. Imagine you go on a holiday or sitting nicely, you have a room and there is a river flowing in front of you. What will you do? You will just sit and say, wow, and you'll take a nice breath in and you will just enjoy that scenery, breathe in, drink in that beauty with a nice relaxing breath in, because that is the nature of happiness. Your incoming breath is relaxed and long. Just recollect the times when you are very angry, and if you take your fingertip and put it in the nose, you know how it will be? The breath will be very hot and breath will be very fast. So when you're angry, the breath follows a certain rhythm. Next, anxiety, fear. Suddenly they say the pandemic rates have spiked up and there's another lockdown coming, and we are like one day before the lockdown. You can imagine how anxious we'll be, running helter skelter, figuring stuff out. So this fear. So what happens when you have a lot of fear, when you have a lot of anxiety? If you touch, your hands become very cold. Your breath becomes very feeble and very thin. Very thin, very feeble. You won't even feel that you're breathing. So whenever you have fear and anxiety, there is a corresponding rhythm that is happening in your breath. See, we are not even aware. We don't even bother. We don't even care to bother about all this because we have a zillion things sitting in our heads. When you take the other state of mind, you're very depressed. Normally when you're very upset, you're worrying about something too much. What we do? We take our palms, keep it under the chin, and then we will heave a sigh. We will be doing long outgoing breath. And the breath will also be very heavy. When you're happy, breath is very light and breath is very long. When you're very depressed, breath is long, but it is very heavy. So friends, morning till evening, so many things happen in our lives. And so many moods keep happening, so many feelings keep happening. And be aware that your breath is also following a certain rhythm, you know. And when the breath follows these rhythms, another thing interesting in this is when you will get angry, you will get angry only about the past. Even if you're getting angry now, it is about something which happened in the last second or in the last 20 seconds or 30 seconds. Per se, you can't be angry in the present moment. Are you guys with me? You know, when you look at anger, anger is always about the past, something which happened in the past. If you are having regret, if you are regretting something, you only regret about the future. And when you regret about the future, then you get upset. And when you get upset, what happens to your breath? You have a heavy breath going on. Okay. So when you're thinking about the future, that is where you don't fear about the past. You only fear about the future. You have anxiety about the future. You have doubt about the future. So whenever you have anxiety, fear, doubt, what happens? Breath becomes very cold and breath becomes very feeble. So are you understanding that when you are completely in the moment, when you are in the present moment, truly, then you are free from all this. But when your mind oscillates between the past, goes to the future, and holds on to the past, holds on to the future, this is the root cause of stress. So anytime you are stressed, you can apply this rule. Either your mind went to the past and is dwelling in the past, and that is running over your mind again and again and again. Or your mind is gone to the future and your mind is too much into the future and it is dominant with fear, anxiety. So again, this is how stress begins because you are staying too long in the angry zone, staying too long in the fear zone, doubt zone, regret zone. And what are these zones? These zones clearly tell you your mind is not in the present moment. Your mind is moving to the past or to the future. And here again, breath holds the key. Breath is the link between your body and mind. So, you know, it is like a kite. Your mind is like a kite. So it will go to the past, it will go to the future and get embroiled with all these emotions and sensations. And then your breath can be like that thread. You know, just like with the thread, you can manage the kite and bring the kite to the place where you are. With the power of the breath, you can make this oscillating mind come to the present moment. And that is real freedom. And that is the zone where there is no stress. And that is what breath does to us. Okay. So I have spoke about breath. I will share with you one more research. Then we will do a breathing technique for you to really understand, you know, okay, does really breath help? Does it really matter? We can do a small experience of it before we move on to the next. Okay. Now, if you go in US, this is big time cardiac coherence breathing. And then when they started tweeting about it a lot, they said this will help you to combat your anxiety. This will help you to arrest any cardiac problem. And then our Indians were like, hello, this we have been practicing for the past thousands and thousands of years. And we called it Nadi Shodhan Pranayam or alternate nostril breathing. The same technique, they have given the name cardio coherence breathing, and they created such a big fuss about it. So what is the bottom line of it? Deep breathing helps in release of serotonin, the happy hormone, which makes you naturally happy. A variety of yoga practices such as postures, meditation, breathing, and relaxation techniques positively impact the main endocrine glands, which are responsible for the release of happy chemicals. You know the happy chemicals, the serotonins, the dopamine, and all these chemicals create happiness. And when you have too much of stress, then all these happy hormones are out for a toss. And breath can help you in this. How breath can help you in this? Again, I bring you back. Breath is the link between the body and the mind. See, today I'm getting angry. The breath is having a rhythm. I have a lot of anxiety right now. The breath is having a rhythm. I am happy. Breath is having a corresponding rhythm. I am depressed. My breath is having a corresponding rhythm. So as a simple human being, there is a connection between the state of mind and the rhythm of the breath. Today, we are working from the state of the mind. What if you flip this? Do some reverse engineering. Work on the rhythm of the breath and see what happens. Because there is a direct correlation between the two. And this is the ancient wisdom of pranayama and breathing techniques. So they say work on the rhythm of the breath. Make your breath long, make your breath light, and see automatically you will become happy. And with every breath out, the accumulated toxins caused by negative feelings and negative emotions are just breathed out. How simple is this? How simple is this? Why do we have to break our heads to handle stress? This is simple root cause analysis and solution on how you can manage the stress. I'll give you one more example before we start, doing a breathing technique. So you have all seen now, all of you must have experienced, just one sec. Okay. This, I don't know how it is here. It is very gloomy. I'm in Coimbatore, Tamil Nadu, and there is no sun at all because of, depression. But just imagine today is a nice sunny day and very scorching sunlight. Sunlight is shining morning till evening. But if somebody is a little bit intelligent, you put a solar panel out there. The minute you put a solar panel out there, you are able to convert the sunlight into energy. And in the evenings, when there is no sunlight, I use up this energy and the lights burn in my house, the fan goes in my house. Breath is that powerful, friends. So what we are breathing in is just oxygen. But if you can convert this oxygen into a bioenergy and store it up, the whole day you can remain fresh. This is my experience of practicing breathing techniques for many years, in the past. So this is science. You can literally use the breath that you breathe, that 11,000 liters of air that you breathe very effectively by just practicing long, light, deep breaths. And it's like bingo, and suddenly there is so much energy onto you, and your lung capacity enhances from 40% of your lung capacity. You can move on to 70-80% of lung capacity. And with the quality of breath, the quality of your mind is addressed. And when the quality of your mind is addressed, stress alone is not addressed. The quality of your life is addressed. So I will say the quality of your life depends upon the quality of the state of your mind. And stress is just a word. I would say stress is just a word. Go just beyond stress. Take time for yourself and attend to yourself. And in the Upanishads, they always give the example of a spider. So whichever room you are sitting, imagine you put a spider in that room. I tell you, within 1 or 2 days, it can create a grandiose web in the entire room. It's a huge web, maze of web. Now, my question is, where did the spider go get its raw material from? Where did the spider outsource or source material to build a web? Nowhere. Just a tiny spider from within itself was able to create a huge web. And the Upanishads always gives this example because you have the science in you, you have the resource in you, you have the power in you to tap to that space within and create unlimited energy from within you. And the best solution is to look within and tap that source of energy from the breath that we are breathing in. That abundant 11,000 liters of air that we are taking in every day. So I have told about the importance of breath, and this is a key factor in managing stress. So are you all ready to spend about 5 minutes with me? Yes, to experience. Just, I know how the intellect works, you may agree, not agree, but just give 100% and do this, and you can feel for yourself whether it really makes an impact. So just take 5-10 seconds to really see how your state of mind is now. How you are feeling, maybe bored, maybe sleepy, I don't know how, maybe agile. So however it is. Now we'll just practice this breathing technique. So just, you take, I don't know, can you spotlight me the host so that I can show you how to do it? My video is open. So take both your hands, sit erect. Sit with your spine erect, but shoulders are relaxed. Sit comfortably in your comfortable chair. Now take your right palm and keep it on your navel region. Keep the right palm on your navel. And take the left palm and keep it on your chest, very gently, no pressing, very gentle. And then close your eyes. Take a deep breath in, breathe out. As you keep breathing in and out, just attend to your breath. Be with your breath. Watch your breath. Attention on the nostrils, the space where the breath is coming inside your body. Keep observing your nostrils. Be with your breath as you keep breathing in and breathing out. Relax completely. Incoming breath energizes us. Outgoing breath relaxes us. Keep energizing, keep relaxing. Attention on the nostrils. Nice, relaxing breaths in and out. Keep your eyes closed so that the experience is more profound, that you're completely with your breath. Relax more and more. Relax onto your breath. Attention on the nostrils. Now take your attention to your left palm, which is on your chest. Attention on the left palm. Keep breathing in and out. Easy, relaxing breaths in and out. Keep breathing in and out. Be with your breath. Nice, relaxing. Breaths in and out. Now gently take the attention on your navel region where your right palm is resting. Relaxing breath in and out. Slowly, without any rush, enjoy every breath as if you're sipping your favorite juice. Relax more and more. Long, deep breaths in and out, slowly, gradually. Take your time, enjoy your breath. And relax. Gently release your hand, keep both the palms on your lap. Palms on your lap, keep your eyes closed. Relax your whole being. Take another breath in and slowly breathe out. Palms happily resting on your lap. Listen to all the noises around you. Whatever the noises are, I can hear traffic and the sound of the fan. You can hear to all the sounds around you. Take a deep breath in, slowly breathe out. Become aware of your body. Your body is a precious gift given by nature to you. Honor your body with gratitude. Take another nice breath in. Very slowly breathe out. Relax your whole body. Observe your thoughts. Allow all the thoughts to come. Do not resist any thought. Let them all come. Do not resist any thought. Good thoughts, bad thoughts, let them all come. Like clouds in the sky, let the thoughts come. Take another deep breath in and slowly breathe out. Become aware of your feelings. Pleasant, unpleasant, let them be. Be in harmony with your feelings. Take a relaxing breath in, slowly breathe out. You are peace. You are harmony. Become aware of your thoughts if there are any. Become aware of your breath. Attention to your whole body. Attention on the noises around you. Take another deep breath in, breathe out. And slowly and gradually, as and when you feel like, you may gently open your eyes. Take your time. As and when you feel like, you may very, very gently open your eyes. Gently open your eyes and you may put in the chat box, how was it for you? Last 15 minutes, how are you feeling? Thank you, Dr. Meeta, for the thumbs up. How about others? Good. How is your state of mind now? Now, how is your state of mind? Do you see a change? 15 minutes before and now? Okay, so we did a very simple breathing technique. Yeah, you're feeling relaxed, feeling good. See, and we didn't need any external source to create that energy, right? It is all within us, like that spider example I gave you. You know, we did few minutes of meditation. You know, a lot of research sites are there on meditation. They say 20 minutes of meditation is equal to 6 hours of good rest. You know, nothing else. You know, tell me which shop you can go buy energy. Can you order it on Amazon or Flipkart? You cannot buy energy. Energy is something we have to create from within us. And meditation and breath are huge energy reservoirs. So if you take some me time and tap into those reservoirs of energy, and see, this we did just few minutes. Imagine if you practice every day, a little bit of breathing techniques and do a little bit of meditation, then you can ask what stress? Stress will come. You will feel enormously stressed, but you will not stay stressed. Friends, this is important. It's okay to get stressed, but we should not stay in stress. We should not hold the stress. And I finish with this little example. See, suppose, I'm sure all of you are having a phone, right? Imagine you're holding the phone. It's very light, hold your phone, it is really light. If you hold it for 5 minutes, it is light. If you hold it for 10 minutes, if you hold it for 1 hour, if you hold the phone for 1 day, for 1 month, 1 year, imagine how it will be. You can't hold, your hands start aching, your shoulders start aching because it gets really heavy. This is what happens to your feelings. If you hold on to anger for a long time, it becomes stress. If you hold on to, you can feel sad, absolutely no problem. If you hold on to sadness for a long time, it becomes stress. If you hold on to any negative emotion for a long time, that causes stress. So it's okay to be angry. It's okay to be sad. It's okay to get irritated. It's okay to get agitated. It's okay to get frustrated. But don't stay angry. Don't stay frustrated. Don't stay agitated. That is what causes stress, and that becomes psychosomatic. And back to the NCDs, then the non-communicable diseases are because of stress. So I hope I have shared with you good insights on stress and stress management. You can practice whatever I taught you also. And that's it from my side. So Dr. Prakash, can we open the floor? If there are any questions, you can unmute and speak or put in chat box. Dr. Prakash, over to you.
Yes, ma'am. And the participants who have any queries in this regard, you can ask Ms. Sasirekha to relieve this test over. You can get the guidance from her.
Yeah, Mr. Ahmed, I saw your question. At work, we cannot get angry. So how do we manage that? Yeah. Like, there is anger inside you, but we really can't show anger, right? Every day practicing some breathing techniques will help you to have that stability, So even if you don't show the anger, you can manage it. Only when you are very agitated inside, you have to really release it. But when you do some breathing techniques and when you do some good meditation every day, then you will see, you can watch the anger come and subside. Like how waves in the ocean come and go, you will feel internally that anger come and it will subside. It won't bother you. Okay, so that way you could. Any other questions you have? I have one little insight to share. I thought I'll allow time and finally share that insight. No questions? Okay, good. So I'll finish with the one last insight. Have you have all seen a candle, right? There is a wick of the candle and there is a flame all around it. Your body is like the wick of the candle and your mind and emotions are all around it. We have an energy body all around us and we have to take care of this energy body. I'll give you a small example. Right in front of you, imagine there is a big fire. There is a furnace and there is fire. You will feel the heat, right? Oh my God, there is so much heat. But somebody who enters the room is not near the fire. but they will also feel the heat, yes or no? Tell me. The moment they enter the room, they also feel the heat, right? Although for you it is really hot. So when there is fire, all around there is heat. So when you have anger inside, when you have frustration inside, the energy of the anger, the energy of the frustration spreads, that energy spreads, and it impacts the environment around you. You will be doing emotional pollution, and we don't even know the emotional pollution that we are doing, right? So similarly, when you're very happy from within, when you're very peaceful from within, then you send those vibrations, and these vibrations can impact people around us. So one stressed person, the vibrations impact 100 people around you. One happy person, the vibrations impact 100 happy people around you. So don't think if you are not stressed, if in your staff room somebody is stressed, it is entering your space. So it is very important for us to breathe, spend some me time, enhance your energy levels, and and then you really are there. Then you can be the master of your mind. You can be the master of stress. Okay, I have another question. I have read somewhere that when you shake your body, it resets. Yeah, because all the stress gets locked in the joints. So when you shake your body so that the joints are relaxed, not all the stress, but a little bit of stress gets released, definitely. That is why, we say daily do some physical exercise. Joints, especially rotating the joints, releases the stress which is stored. Body level physical activity, you can release body level stress. We saw physical stress, right? Mind level stress, breathing. Emotional level stress, meditation. So all the three are required. All the three are required because there is stress in all levels, physical level, mental level, emotional level. So ideally what we do is do some physical, because everybody's video is not on. Otherwise, if it was all on, I would have taken you through 5 minutes of some rapid shake. I would have also shaken your body. So ideally, when you want to de-stress, do a little bit of physical exercise, follow it up with some breathing, and end it with meditation. That way, it is like a complete energy solution so that your physical level stress, mental and emotional are addressed. Is any other question?
Participants, any other questions?
Okay, I think there are no questions. So I thank each and every one of you for being here in this session. I hope there are good takeaways for you. And I also thank Dr. Prakash Mohan for coordinating and facilitating, this session. So thank you, Dr. Prakash. Can I leave the meeting?
Yes, madam. Yes, madam.
Thank you so much. Have a nice
evening. On behalf of Department of
I
Computer
wish
Science
you
and
all a
Engineering.
happy 2021, stress-free 2021. Thank you.
We would like to thank you, madam. Thank you very much. And participants' reference link has been shared in Google Chat. And tomorrow morning we will meet by 9:50 a.m. So session will be starting at 10. So we will be meeting at 9:50 a.m. And tomorrow's session you will be having by 2 p.m. you will be having an assessment test. It's an MCQ pattern. It's consisting of 25 questions. So as per the norms we want to go. So the minimum passing criteria is 60%. And we'll meet by tomorrow morning by 9:50 a.m. Thank you, participants.